It should be good. Okay. So who am I here with?
I'm Kate from Laika,
What position in Leica
and
are you?
I'm kind of like the lead vocalist, guitarist, like songwriter.
hmm
I like I write all the silly songs that we
Awesome.
play.
Yeah. Sorry, this is my first interview. I'm sort of nervous, but
No, I get it. It's okay.
first main question I want to ask, and then like I'll get into the music later. I just want to ask you this one question. What's your
Yeah.
opinion on breakfast food?
So I think breakfast food is like the only like kind of food that like you can eat at any time. It's like so good.
Yeah.
You can eat like pancakes at lunch. You can
Yeah,
eat pancakes for dinner.
exactly. Exactly. I'm with you on that.
It's
It's
like,
my favorite.
it's like yeah, it's like the only time. It's like the only kind of food you can do that with though.
Yeah, I think it's
Like you
like
can't do
that
that with
in like some lunch
like
foods.
like no one wants to eat like if someone was like, all right, here's a ham and cheese sandwich for lunch, I'd be like, why? Like, fuck you, dude. No, I don't want that.
Exactly. Yeah, I want like pancakes and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. All right. So, next question is kind of involving like the music when it comes to Leica. So
Yeah,
your previous album, Countdown Over Moscow,
yeah,
um, it had more of like a Midwest emo type sound and like an emo like I don't want to say noise pop, but I want to say like almost a Willie Rodriguez type sound. So, but on your latest album, Metamorphosis, it's almost more like chamber folk. Like, so what do
yeah.
you think led to the sound change between those two projects?
So when we started, when Leica was still a four piece, we started like writing songs and like I wrote Waiting for the Ghost, right? Like almost like a month after Countdown came out or something. I was just like, I didn't like resonate with the sound that Countdown had. It was really a lot of like Benji's ideas that I thought were being fleshed out. Like all of the synth stuff was his work, and I just kind of wanted to take like my music into like a more refined like orchestral environment. And so when Benji decided to leave to focus on like his solo work or whatever he was doing, I was like it kind of gave me like an excuse to really change the sound. Um, because like all of the synth stuff was his, and I said in a previous interview that like I don't really want like that I didn't really want any MIDI on the like second Leica album. Like I didn't really want that.
hmm
And so like after Benji left, I kind of just was like, okay, well there's like I'm not good at programming synthesizers. He is, so there's no real reason for me to like sit down and start programming them. So I kind of just like led to like this more like inspired like chamber sound because I was listening to a lot of like Ginger Bee and like BCNR, and I was like I don't know, I was just like sitting there and I was like I really want to make something like this like big and ubiquitous. Like
hmm
I was really inspired.
Yeah, I could surely hear like some BCNR influences in it as well. I can, you know, that makes sense to me. So,
Yeah.
hmm, what is your opinion on some of the criticisms for the mixing on Metamorphosis?
So this is the first time I've ever sat down and mixed like a whole album. So I definitely like agree that like it's not the best mixed album. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. Like everyone that's like it's unlistenable because it's like mixed the way it is. It's definitely stylized, like it's stylistically like more lo-fi adjacent than like I thought it was. Like when I got like the masters back, I was really happy with how it sounded. but I understand that like the sound's not for everyone. And so like the mixing, like yeah, like I really think like just mixing the drums because we used a two mic drum setup and like it just wasn't like working how I wanted it to. It just like was so unproductive, like trying to mix the drums, and it was like I like lost like actual sleep over it. And so I was just like I like sat down and like gave up because I was like, I'm just gonna like do this to like the best of my ability. And if it's like bad, then like it'll be bad, I guess.
Hmm.
But I think it definitely like I already had this like I got like pure confirmation bias by the all of the album of the year reviews because like I was like going to commission CJ Sims to do the mixing, and I brought it up with the band when Benji was still in it, and he really did not like that idea. And like it just kind of like all of the mixing criticism like really just gave me like the confirmation that I needed that like yeah, I should have probably done that and I'm gonna do it for the next album. Because like it really like takes like it sucks that like it takes away from all of the arrangement all of like the arrangements that I did and like all of the wondrous playing that like all the people that like were on the album did. But like that's kind of just how it is in like the music industry like world. Like mixing's so important. Like I can't like have a bad mix on
Hmm.
the album. I definitely like I saw like a couple comments on album of the year that were like, "Oh, they need to like remaster this and it'll be like really good." And like I was definitely thinking about that. Like I was thinking about remastering it or like remixing it,
Hmm.
but like I don't really want to do that.
Yeah. I personally, I don't know if this is just me, but I honestly didn't really notice any problems with the mixing. Like, I don't really pay much attention to that. I just pay more attention to the music, basically. So I couldn't really understand it like ruining the album per se. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Who
I mean,
Go ahead.
sorry. No, go ahead. I have nothing else to say on that
Or,
because I'll go into like a tangent and like I don't want to.
no, it's fine. You can. I all right. Um. So, who made the album cover for Metamorphosis?
So the background is one of my great grandmother's old paintings. And then I had like Dammy like at Stinky Dam on Instagram. Here, I'll like leave it in our like DMs. This person they did like the characters on like in their notebook and then they scanned it and inserted it. I was just like I really like with like the change of like the sounds like Countdown Over Moscow is very like childlike like furry adjacent like art style like very cartoony.
Hmm.
And I definitely like I wanted it to be a picture.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean that's really cool that it was like a painting that your great grandma had, and it's like yeah, that's really cool. I noticed a lot of like acclaim for the album cover, and I thought it was amazing as well. Um, hmm. What is your favorite song that you've made?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I just read like the most like gut wrenching like interview on the Bandcamp. I'm so sorry. Give me like 1 second, please.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Um, okay,
You're good.
so my favorite like my favorite song is definitely like I really do like I really love Reticence as an art form. It's like for the album, it's like my favorite song lyrically that I wrote. Like I felt like it was like so like expressional and like it was revisiting like this old demo that I had like a while ago, which I've been like constantly self-interpolating for a while. And like that's just kind of how I work as an artist is I'm like constantly like reintroducing like old ideas and like it's kind of like sometimes it gets a little boring, but I feel like for that song like it was definitely the right thing to do. Like I thought it was just like so emotionally cathartic. Like it made me want to like scream. It was just beautiful.
Hmm. Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
That's a great
No.
song. What
Yeah.
would you
That
say
makes.
is the most? Sorry, were you gonna say something?
No. 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 I'm sorry.
Okay. What would you say is the most fun song to create or write?
It's like I feel like the most fun I had like making a song was like definitely Plus ça change, the first song on the album.
Hmm.
Um, having Big Dappa 3 like get into like the vocal like guest vocal role was like very flattering. It made me like he was definitely one of my like biggest.
Whoopsies.
But I'm so sorry. I just like closed out of Discord for no reason.
It's
I did not
fine.
mean to.
You're good.
Yeah, but yeah, with Plus ça change, I was very like happy to hear from Big Dappa 3 um about this album. Like he was like such a big inspiration with me, and like everything that like every like bit of like input that I got from him was like just like such like good thought out stuff. And so being able to like have like all of like my friends playing this one song that I think's like so fun. Like it's just so fun.
Hmm.
Um it really like just like it's like one of my favorite songs on the album. It was like the most fun to record. And so I was just like really happy to get it done.
Hmm. Totally. Hmm. So you've gained a lot of like popularity from the website Album of the Year. How do you
Yeah.
feel about like kind of growing as a band because of that website?
Well, I mean like I've never really used album of the year like beforehand. I've never like used it at all. It's like it's very interesting. I was definitely more into like rate your music and stuff. And so like I saw like one of our label mates on Ploop Town, Yulia got like really blew up on album of the year. And so I was like kind of just like, okay, let me just check it. And like now that like in like the last couple days of like after since we released the album, we've like gotten like over 100 reviews and like so many like listeners on our Spotify. It's just like it's so insane to me that like I've seen so many people that like commit themselves to like this sense of artistry like for their whole lives, and like it's so insane how like it's really just the age of the internet. Like you can really just like get popular just by making stuff on the internet and like doing stuff with your friends and then uploading it and like having it like be like recognized on like a website. Like I know people that have like played guitar for like 40 years and are like still playing at like bars and like hoping that they'll get their like big break from like bars and stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
it is really cool. And like even like I definitely like I'm not like as like it was like very funny because like in the first couple of days like a lot of the like Ploop Town people were like kind of like championing like this like idea that like every single bit of criticism that the album gets is like undeserved and that it's like a perfect piece of music. And so like I had to like set aside like time to just be like, guys, I know that this album isn't perfect. I never thought it was going to be perfect. It's the best thing that I've made so far, yeah, but like that's like a very low bar. And also like it's still not perfect. Um and I think that like it's definitely good to like just like sit back and like see like what the public thinks of like the sound and like know what to improve on for the next record because like we've already started like writing or like looking at stuff for that.
mhm. Yeah. So, let's see. You say Metamorphosis isn't a perfect album. Um, I'm curious when it comes to your two albums as a band, Countdown Over Moscow and Metamorphosis. What like what's your opinion on those two projects? Like how would you if you had to rate them out of 10? what would you give either of them or both of them? I mean,
I mean, like, I feel like, in my opinion, like Metamorphosis, just like on a pure musical standpoint, in my eyes, is at the very least like an 8 out of like 7.5, 8 out of 10. Like just from like it's biased because like I made it and like it's hard to like sit down and like assign numbers to an album because like if I like an album, like if I like an album, it's a 10 out of 10 to me. Like that's always just how I've been like wired. But I generally think like it's like 7.5 to like 8. But like Countdown is like a 5.5 to me. It's like just like it's like a cute sophomoric
hmm
like little dive into like the ideas that like were presented in Metamorphosis, and I feel like it at least matured like in the sense that like it did in a little bit like it matured like a little bit, and I feel like it's just
hmm
a lot better for like me as a person, and it's like the music I like to listen to.
hmm yeah. I mean, that checks out. So, or I don't want to say that checks out, but I mean that makes sense that you would like put Metamorphosis that high over Countdown.
Yeah.
So follow up question: what do you think about Countdown have being rated higher than Metamorphosis on Album of the Year currently? Countdown has
I
an
mean,
80 and Metamorphosis has a 78.
so with that, I know it's just because of like the sheer fact that like not everyone who's listened to Metamorphoses like has heard Countdown. And like of course everyone has like their own tastes. And like I've seen so many like reviews that are like kind of like just like not really like demoralizing, but like kind of like a little frustrating because it's like, oh, it's like, oh, like this I'm so tired of like seeing like this like maximalist grandiose like music every other week. And I definitely understand that. Like sometimes people get like genre like exhaustion or whatever. But I just like I know that like it's in 100 review difference between Metamorphoses and
Countdown.
Countdown. Like I just know like if everyone who heard Metamorphoses went to go listen to Countdown, it would be like a 60. Like
hmm
that's how I feel about it. Because like it's sophomoric and I don't like necessarily like agree with like the idea that Countdown's better than it, even if it is a preference thing.
hmm Yeah, I think definitely the 100 rating difference does like contribute to it for sure. Hmm. I'm trying to kind of make a question out of this. I'm like trying to think. All right. So, what direction do you think the band will be going in, like within the future? Like you said, you're already kind of working on like the process for writing your next album. So, do you think you're gonna like stick with this style, or is it gonna be like another shift as between Countdown and Metamorphoses?
I mean, I've been like workshopping like just like what I want to do, at least like with the sound. Um, I feel like because today Benji decided that I mean it would be a good idea to rejoin Laika. So it's going to be like still me just songwriting and like writing all the lyrics and stuff, but he's gonna like still be here as like a band member. Um, and I definitely like think that like we all have like our own influences. Like Benji's been getting really into like racing Mount Pleasant and like stuff like that, and I've been getting really into like Animal Collective. Like it's going to be different, but like in the same like you'd like see it like under like synonyms in like a thesaurus. Like it's gonna be like different, like not completely antonym, like it's not gonna be like an antonym. It's gonna be like kind of similar.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cool. I'm pretty excited. Um, What would you say is this can be like of all time or it can be like currently? What would you say is your favorite like album?
My favorite out like of all time,
It can be of all time or like currently, just
or like
either one.
yeah. My favorite album of all time is like it's definitely Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. Like it's always been that for like a very, very long time. But like my favorite album right now is Strawberry Jam by Animal Collective. I've just like been listening to it and like it's just so interesting.
Hmm. Yeah, I would say good pick, but I haven't heard either of them. I've only heard Merryweather Post Pavilion from Animal Collective. So
I just love Strawberry Jam. Like it's so good.
yeah, I'm gonna listen to that one soon as well. I was planning on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a YouTube channel that I'm gonna post this to, and I
Yeah.
asked my audience to figure out a question that I was gonna ask you, and I got three
Yeah.
responses, and I had to pick one that I thought was like the best. So
Sure.
I'm picking one from the user at I'm randomness asking, "What's 17 times 52?"
17 times 52. 17 times 52 is 884.
Okay, let me fact check that. I don't know if that's true or not. It's
Yeah. I don't
832.
know.
You were close.
What? 17 times 52?
17 times 50. No, wait. Hold on. I accidentally typed 16.
17 times
Wait.
52 is. Come on. Come
884.
on.
Yep, you were right.
Yeah, I was right. Booyah. Sucker.
Yeah, that's incredible. Okay. All right, last question here. Do you have anything that you would like to like say to like vocalize to my audience of at this moment 77 subscribers?
Um, I definitely just want like I want everyone to know that like this is not the end of Laika. Like it's like our second album. Like we're constantly learning and we're gonna constantly grow. And like I just think that like this album's definitely like a step in the right direction of like where I want us to sound like. And I just know that like one day we're gonna have like something like undeniable. And like I just hope that like people will be like listening to it and like understanding that, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah, that's great note to end off on. I mean, yeah, go listen to Laika. Go listen to Metamorphoses. It's like one of the better albums this year. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah,
that's what I think.
it's
But
it's pretty okay unless you don't like bad mixing or something.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you for doing this interview with me. I really
No,
appreciate
yeah,
it.
thank you for having me on. This was a lot of fun. I did enjoy it.
Yeah, so did I. All right. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too. All right, bye-bye.
Bye bye.